Hello YouTubers, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel if you've been here before. In today's vlog, I'm just going to do a simple clean with me video. I'm going to have you all tag along as I clean my bedroom, my bathroom, and my living room and get everything nice and spotless. As you all have probably guessed, the past couple of weekends for us have been extremely busy, both with my bachelorette party and Jared's bachelor party. So we had tons of stuff to unpack from that and laundry to do, and we were just finally able to find some time to get the whole house put together and cleaned and ready to go. So I hope you all enjoyed today's video, and comment below if there's any other videos you would like to see, or if you would like for me to show you some slower videos of me cleaning some stuff and how I get some of this stuff clean. So I hope today's video motivates you to get up off of your butts and get something clean today, as my strong opinion is a clean house makes everything else a little bit easier, and it makes you a little bit more motivated to do things throughout the day if you have a full clean house. So enjoy today's video, and make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. Have a magical day. So I always begin my cleaning with simply just making a list of things that I need to do and things that I need to get done throughout the entire house. This kind of helps me stay on track and figure out exactly what needs to be done and make sure that I'm getting all the important things marked off. Whenever I'm doing a cleaning day, I collect all the laundry from around the house, and I go ahead and take it all and pile it all up into the bathroom, and then I separate it. I hope to do a full-on laundry video one of these days to show you all exactly how I sort through the laundry and how I get it done and what products I use and what I think of those products. Next up, I'm just going to go around and show you the befores, the durings, and the afters of each of the specific rooms. I'm going to begin today with the bathroom, as that is the first room that was cleaned. It's also the dirtiest, and I like to start with whatever room is the biggest mess for me to take care of. So I always start by cleaning off my counters and making sure that I spray down the window, and then I go through and I spray off the counter and the sink, and then just start wiping everything down and making sure that everything is getting cleaned the proper way. Now, with us having white countertops, everything does show up a lot quicker as far as the dust and stuff goes, so I do try to wipe off my countertops at least once a week if I don't do it more than that. Once I'm done spraying everything down and wiping everything off, I then move on to wiping off the individual items and setting them back on our countertops. I just simply spot cleaned the shower and wiped off and took care of the messier spots of the shower. So next up is the toilet, which has not been cleaned in quite a while, as I hate cleaning the toilet. It's just so gross to me. So I always begin by putting the toilet bowl cleaner in first and letting it sit while I clean everything else. And then I just go through and I spray the whole toilet down, and I just simply wipe everything off. And then I clean the inside of the toilet bowl, and everything is good to go. So after I was done with the toilet, my washer actually ended, so I went ahead and switched around the clothes from the washer to the dryer, and then put new clothes into my washer. I typically like to keep laundry going as I'm cleaning, as it's just something simple. I'm already up, so it's not a hassle for me to switch things around. And then it just makes things easier, so once I do get finished with the house and have the house all done, then I can start with the laundry. So once I get the laundry switched around, I did spray off the dryer and the washer, and just took my rag and just simply wiped off all of the dust and stuff that I had collected on there, and then I also put everything back on once I was done. Next up, I sweep all of my floors. I make sure that everything gets swept up because after I've wiped everything down, some of that stuff gets on the floor. Once I have swept everything up, I then take our Swiffer mop and just go through and mop everything up and make sure the bathroom is nice and mopped and clean to go. So now I'll just show you what the bathroom looked like when everything was completely finished. As you can see, we do have one of those shoe racks hanging in the corner that collects a lot of stuff, as we live in a small apartment, so we don't have a lot of space for things to go, so we have that little storage thing there to help us out. So after the bathroom, I'm going to do a before, during, and after shot of the bedroom. So as you can see, everything's just kind of everywhere. There's clothes thrown across the bed. The bed's not made, and everything's just a little bit messy in here. So I began by getting rid of all the laundry out of there, and then I just simply empty all the pillows and stuff off the bed. I usually like to wash my sheets and my comforter and stuff pretty much whenever laundry is like really empty, when we don't have a lot of other laundry to do. And if I am constantly doing laundry, then I like to do the sheets and the comforter and stuff at least once a month to get everything nice and clean and fresh. So whenever I'm doing the bed and making the bed, I always start by taking off my sheets and taking off the big comforter, letting it set for a minute, and then I always fix our mattress pad so that it's nice and snug and all those wrinkles get out of it, and all of the parts that have pulled together get out as well. And then I just simply put the fitted sheet back on it, then put the sheets and the comforter on as well. I really love, more than anything, having a freshly made bed to climb into at night. There's just something so relaxing about walking into the bedroom and just seeing a freshly made bed, or just seeing the bed made in general. And then whenever I go to get in the bed at night, it just feels so nice to know that I took the time to make the bed up, so that when I do get in the bed at night, or when I'm ready for bed at night, I don't have to go through the struggle of remaking the bed and making sure everything's pulled tightly and stuff, so that I can get the proper amount of sleep. I am fairly OCD when it comes to cleaning things and organizing things, as I do like everything to be nice and clean. So that really shows with the bedroom and getting the bed stuff done. Is I just really love it when it's all clean and when it looks nice and straight and organized and fresh. Once I put all the sheets and the comforter on, I simply just layer our pillows up. I always like to hit them a little bit and make sure they're nice and flat. We have about 9 pillows all together that I put on the bed. 4 of those pillows, which is the 2 brown ones in the front and then the 2 smaller ones, actually do not get used at all. We just simply have them up there because they look good and the colors pull well together with the bed sheets and stuff we have. So we always take those off every night before bed, and then I typically sleep with the very front pillow, and then 2 of the other ones I kind of like to bounce back and forth from pillow to pillow, and Jared typically just sleeps with 1 or 2. So once I'm done making the bed, which is always the first thing I start with, I then went and collected all my shoes from around the house and made sure everything went nicely on my shoe rack. And then I just straightened it up and made sure everything looked okay. So now I'm just going through and showing you all what everything looks like when I actually have went through and cleaned the bedroom. The only thing I didn't do in here at this point in time was vacuum, and that is because I did vacuum a little bit later in this vlog. Next up is the living room. Now, as you can see, this is probably one of the messiest rooms in the house, simply just because it's the first room you walk into when you get into the house. So things are just kind of thrown everywhere and put here and there, and it just collects a lot of stuff that we needed to clean and get taken care of. So I simply began with emptying all the bags that we had laying around and just going through and putting things up where they go, especially with all the jackets and stuff we had collected. I made sure that my computer was plugged up and charging. Next up, I folded all the blankets that we had out and that needed to be folded. Again, I have slight OCD, so I wanted to make sure that those blankets were folded in a good way so that when I put them away, they looked nice. Next up, I took all the cushions off of the couch and just kind of went back and forth and moved different pillows around and got all the cushions on the couch reorganized and resituated. I like to do this once a week, if not once every 2 or 3 weeks, just because we sit on the couch a lot, and I like to make sure that everything on the couch always stays even. I don't want one cushion to look or feel more sat on than another cushion. So by rotating those cushions around and by switching over and flipping over all the cushions, it kind of helps to keep the whole couch as even as possible. And then once I'm done with the couch cushions and switching over everything on the couch, I then start to vacuum the whole living room and make sure everything is nice and clean. There's nothing nicer than having those fresh vacuum lines on my floor. It just shows me that I worked hard and everything is starting to come together. So now I'm just going through and showing you all the completed living room and how everything looks once it's been vacuumed, everything's been cleaned off and sprayed down. I just want to end today's vlog with another short prayer. Dear Lord, I simply pray today and ask that you bless my viewers with the motivation and the inspiration to clean all the things that they've been wanting to clean. Help them to find the motivation to create wonderful homes for themselves and get everything fixed and organized, Lord. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.